Hello everyone. Can you guys see us and hear us as well? So we'll wait for a few minutes because now people will start getting notifications that we are live. So they might take a minute or two to join. And we started
Sure.
20 minutes early. So
Yes.
that has
That's
happened first time here. So
that's against Indian Standard Times to be before time.
yeah, cool. So let me drop a message in chat. I'll also pull up. Yep, we are live and three people are watching. Awesome. Can one of those three people drop a message in the chat that everything works fine? Come on. No one? We'll wait for a minute. Frappe, yes. All the three people. Nice. Hi Akshay. Hi Suthar. Good morning. Hi Raymond. Everything is working fine. Awesome. Yep. Now we
Cool.
have seven people watching. That is awesome. Hi Saleh Abrams from Cape Town, Africa. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Thanks for joining in. What time is it there? Would be early morning, I'm assuming. Cool. So we can start. So today on the show we have Kanchan and Shivam from rtCamp. Hello, Kanchan and Shivam. Welcome to the show.
Hello,
Hello.
Sam. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thanks
Very
for coming.
excited. Very
Awesome.
excited.
Me too. So yeah.
Cool.
So why don't you introduce yourselves? What do you do at rtCamp? We can go one by one. Maybe Kanchan can start and then Shivam, you can go.
Yes, sure. Let's do that. Let me introduce. I mean, of course, I believe that people know Articamp, but just gonna give you a brief introduction about Articamp as well. So, Articamp is a WordPress agency, technically, and we are based out of Pune. The company is based out of Pune, and we went into partnership with Frappe very recently. So, we are Frappe official Frappe partners as well, and yeah, trying to explore Frappe community and everything. So, as for me, I have been part of Frappe community for the past, let's just say, 9 years now. So, yes,
So how did your journey started in the Frappeverse?
in the Frappeverse, my journey started with Frappe itself. So, yeah, 9 years ago. So I
Mhm.
was working at Frappe
Nice.
as a developer, as a senior developer, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
then yes, so it just organically we I just kept moving from one place to another, and because I think that my more comfortable with the implementations and stuff. So moved to ESO Electronics, moved to leaders group, and then at RTCamp. So just doing the same thing everywhere, making people fall in love with Frappe and ERPNext basically. So
Awesome.
doing implementations for them and for the clients and for their clients and everything. So that's what I've been doing for the past 8 9 years, and yeah, now I'm here at RTCamp. So from the past 1 year, we have been doing our own implementation, which has been going too good so far. We shut down so many SaaS platforms. So happy about it. I moved everything onto Frappe and ERP Next, and yeah, and now we are into partnership, and let's see how that goes.
Nice. So
Yeah,
today
that
the app you're going to show also help you move out of one of them, right?
yes, that's yeah, not one actually, two,
Okay, we'll
two
talk
of
about
them.
it. Nice.
Yes, yeah.
It's 7:13 a.m. in Cape Town. Awesome. Thanks for joining in this early morning. Okay, then let's start. Let me. Do you want to share your screen, Kanjan, before we begin?
Yes. Shivam. So Shivam, would you like to introduce yourself? Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Uh,
Shivam. Oh, we forgot Shivam.
Yeah.
Yeah, come
I
on,
don't
Shivam.
have as much experience as Kanchan have. I have graduated last year only in July,
Nice.
and then I joined rtCamp as a Python developer. So
Mm-hmm.
since then only, I am working on Frappe with that awesome team I have with Kanchan,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's all, like we have built 3 4 apps since then, and yeah, uh, Frappe is I think awesome. But one of the best frameworks I have seen in Python.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I started working on Frappe since I joined rtCamp only, and in these 6 months, I've learned a lot about it. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it is good. So
Nice.
yes, this is my
Before that,
first.
which framework did you use? Let's say in
Earlier,
college. Yeah.
I used Django, Flask, Fast API, but none of them provided this seamless thing. Like we just have to set up and
Mm-hmm.
everything is ready. Yeah, that's nowhere.
Nice.
So yes, uh, nothing more about me.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
once
then
you
I
show
think it's not
that,
have
yeah,
been
yeah.
even an year that Shivam is with us,
Mm-hmm.
but like not just Shivam, like for other associates which we hired in the last year, so they have picked up Frappe so quickly, like within a month or so, they were like it seemed like there was no like it was all self learning and everything, and they are so pro at Frappe now that it's wonderful.
Nice. Like
Yeah.
even rtCamp developers have given talk at Build last year I saw, and even at Frappeverse there was a talk if I'm not wrong.
No, at we were just
Mm.
no
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Frappe
We
was
met at the Frappeverse, but the
yes,
second
yes, we
time
had it
at
on
Build they
Frappeverse.
gave a talk. I recall.
Oh, they are still giving a talk next to next week at Bangalore Frappe Build as well. So
Awesome.
catch Neeraj, Devarshi, and Vishal there.
Awesome. I'll be sure to say hi.
Yes.
So yeah, let's start then.
Yep, sure, we can do that.
Cool. So your screen is now visible, Kanchan.
All right, cool. So what we are introducing today, we are introducing Frappe Appointment. It's of course it's a meeting, like meeting scheduling a meeting app, not
Mm-hmm.
the job scheduling thing which we talk about. But it's a name also have a story because it was renamed multiple times because of the multiple reasons. But
Mm-hmm.
now we are sticking with Frappe Appointment, so it's going to be Frappe Appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And so the story behind
Why?
how
Why did you
Frappe
build this? That's the most
why Frappe
interesting part.
appointment was failed, right? So this is one of the problem where you go back and forth with when you're trying to schedule a meeting with anybody, like, oh, does it work, does it not work? It's endless emails which go back and forth and everything. So one reason was that wanted to eliminate, like, this thing that you don't have to go back and forth to schedule a meeting. And but at RDCamp the bigger reason was something else.
Mm-hmm.
So we have lots of hiring, and we have campus hiring, and lateral hirings are also keep happening at RDCamp a lot. So the start was the interviews. So we wanted something easy, like, like just share the link and candidate should be just able to schedule a meeting with us, right? And without bothering everybody, hey, what is your availability? What is your availability? Can you take this interview? Can you not take this interview? So it goes, it's endless, right? So we wanted a easy platform to do that. And we were using a platform for that, which was called Recruity, right? But
Mm-hmm.
then again, not an open source, extra platform which you have to maintain, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
wanted to move everything to Frappe, like I said, was trying
Mm-hmm.
to wrap up as many extra platforms possible and move everything to Frappe and ERPNext. So Recruity was one of them. So we started with, I'm sorry, just for the like first start was just for job scheduling. Okay, let's just move to ERPNext and everything. So at that point of time, it did not existed as a Frappe appointment separate app. It was just part of one of our customized app, and all those
Mm-hmm.
things. And very recently, what happened was that our team was going to WordCamp Asia, and they were sharing these, like, cal.com links, where the personalized links and everything, where people could just schedule meetings with them and book times for them. And Rahul was like, why can we not do it on Frappe, basically? And then it was like, that's a pretty good idea. Let's see. And we just it was just the start of it. So basically, ideas come from the need, right? It's
Mhm.
not like just sitting and just thinking of what can I build. So that does not work, obviously. So it arises from a need, right? So we're like, why are we using, cal.com and stuff like that? We can use our stuff with the rtcamp.com/whatever your ID is, something like that.
Mhm.
So that was the start of it. That is how we thought, yeah, let's try to build something. And we already had the back end work was already done because of all the interview scheduling and stuff.
Mhm.
So I was like, let's build it. Let's build for the personal meetings and everything as well. So that is why we started building it.
Nice.
And so what is Frappe appointment? Of course, it's a meeting, like scheduling a meeting tool and everything, and you can define your own availability, when you are available for the meetings, when you're not available for the meetings, and flexible schedulings like 30 minutes meeting, 1 hour meeting, or individual meetings or group meetings. So all of these things are possible with Frappe appointment. And major key features for this is, the Google Calendar is fully integrated, and your ERPNext leaves are fully, like, integrated with it. If you're on leave, it will not show the slots and everything. So that is one thing. And also it is very integrated with your Zoom and Google Meet. So completely
Nice.
integrated with these. And rescheduling options are there. And again, like the personal meetings and the group meetings. So these are the some of the key features of it. So how it works, again, I'll show it in a bit how it works. So we can skip this one. Not really required.
Yeah.
And so the question would be, why Frappe appointment, right? Like you can use Calendly, and all those things are already doing it. So the top thing which usually happens is that because it's open source, right? And best part, right? So yes, I understand that Cal and Calendly offers free versions of it and everything, but if you want to use the advanced features and stuff, you have to pay for them, right?
Hmm.
And maybe at this point of time, Frappe appointment might not have few of the features like payment and stuff, right? But
Mhm.
again, you can build those things very easily because we have
Yep.
payment gateways and stuff. So we can integrate at any moment, right? So not a problem at all. And the hosting was another thing. You don't have to host it separately anywhere. It is part and parcel of your already hosted ERP, like Frappe site, whatever site you're using, right? And of course, it is integrated with your ERPNext, and Leave Sync is there. And then, of course, why to pay for extra, right?
So
If you can get things
these two are
for.
the best part for me. Like open source, even cal.com is open source, but you have to host and run it separately, and then they have some cap, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
of scheduling, and then there are pro features. So it's kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know, open core and not fully open source.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
uh, the other two pieces are like runs directly in your Frappe site. So it's just an app you install, you configure, and that you are using it, right? You're not
Absolutely.
not setting up any other
No.
third-party service, and it's
No.
like
No. No.
this
Third party.
singular
It's
thing that you have to maintain.
yes.
Even this,
Just
since it is on ERP Next, right? You get
yeah.
this leave sync part that you have mentioned. Mm,
Yes. Yes. If you're using Frappe HR, it's out of the box, so you don't have to do anything
awesome.
about that as well.
Yeah. Sure. Just a second. I will. Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, you can use it without ERPNext as well. So it
Nice. So it's
works,
not dependent on ERP Next.
not dependent.
Yes. Not
Awesome.
dependent. Yeah, yeah. So if you're not using Frappe HR or ERPNext, you can just directly on Frappe framework, just install Frappe appointment and it will work, because at the end it just need users. So users are already available in Frappe, so you do not need Frappe HR or ERPNext for that.
Makes sense.
So
So
let's see
it's
the
like
next one.
independent app.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So
Thanks.
I'm just gonna show a bit of it, just the functional part of it, how it works and everything. And then Shivam will take you behind the scenes and how, like, what kind of a configurations, the one-time configurations are needed, and a little bit of the code base, that how he built, like he did not build it alone, but yes, he was the major part of it. And
Mm-hmm.
we had other, like, Siddhant for the front end and stuff like that. And of course, we do things in a group most of the time. So yes, let's get started. You can see my screen,
Yes,
right?
it's visible. I
Cool.
can see your Frappe
So
site.
yes, so that's a staging side. And so in the backend, we are pretty much using what Frappe already have. So Frappe already have Google Calendar. Frappe already have this. Google settings where you set up your API keys and stuff like that. So we're just
Mm-hmm.
using that, like extending all of those parts. So Google Calendar is also available out of the box from Frappe, but we have added some fields to it and just to make sure that it works. So basically you authorize your Google Calendar and everything, and the sync, like you want to pull from your Google Calendar push, and all of these things are just reusing stuff from Frappe framework already. So
Nice.
the Zoom is something new we have added. You have to authorize your Zoom ID as well. And if your company has a Zoom, the keys and stuff, then you don't even have to do this. So it takes up from the company account and everything. Shivam will explain more about this later. So you just have to simply set up your Google Calendar, that's for
Mm-hmm.
sure, and authorize your Google Calendar again. And after that, this is the thing where most of the fun part happens, which is user availability calendar. So what you do is that you just try to create a new one. That would be nice. And also wanted to, oh yeah, so we've added this. What is it called? This Yes. So form hosting, like this thing where you can, like, it's amazing. I don't know if people know about this feature of Frappe and everything, but this is amazing if you're building something new and you want uh,
Onboarding
guide you
flow.
want
Hmm.
yeah, guide people through, like, how to set it up and everything. So we did it for our team so that they should be, I mean, documentation and stuff is fine, but when you're on the screen and you find help right there, so that's amazing. So I love this feature from Frappe
Nice.
basically. So you just simply name your calendar whatever you want to name it. um, Sorry, I have to search for my calendar. So your calendar, user, and your slots. So this is the thing where you define your slots. That, hey, I'm gonna be available from 10 in the morning till, let's just say, till 4 in the evening. So you define your slots, that your Monday slot and Tuesday slots, and this way you can define your slots depending on what is your
So when are you
like work.
available for meetings, basically, right?
Yes, whatever your work hours looks like. So Monday to Friday or Monday to whatever you want to do that. And then this is the personal meeting stuff where you can define, and there is a slug. You can define your own slug, so it's not allowing the dots. It by default takes your username,
Mm-hmm.
and if it will tell you that if it is not available, because Kanchan is already taken, so it's telling me that, hey, you cannot use it, you can choose some other slug for you. And the meeting provider is if you have any custom link, or you want to do the Zoom link, or you want to Google Meet. So these links are auto
Interesting.
generated. You have to
Hmm.
select it. And then let me just show you the one which I already have for now. So I'm using the Zoom link, and there is an email template as well. You can define the email template, and this is something everybody knows that we have email templates. Like the one you want to send out to the person that, hey, you have scheduled this meeting and we're going to meet at this time and blah, blah, blah.
I think there might be
So
some context that is provided for the template, right? Like, uh,
yes. So basically, yeah, email template, like, your
mm-hmm.
appointment is scheduled for this time and everything. You join here, and these kind
Mm-hmm.
of stuff you mention in your email template.
Nice.
There is a default one, and you can define your own email template. And then available durations. So you want it to be a short meeting, 30 minutes meeting, or a 1 hour meeting. And there is a bunch of stuff, like if you want a buffer time between your meetings, like no two meetings should be scheduled, like, let's just say I'm going to
Oh,
put 10
nice.
minutes.
This is interesting.
Yes. So it should be like, there should be
Actually
a 10
useful.
minute.
Hmm.
Yeah. And availability window is like you want to allow them to book like for the whole of the year, like maybe any time of the year, or you want, like, yeah, at one time, just let's just do for 30 days, right? Not beyond 30 days. Somebody should not be allowed to book in my calendar beyond 30 days. So that's one thing. And in the same day, how many like booking can be done for the same meeting and stuff like that. And the notice period, like if you want to um like notified for your meeting and stuff. So
Nice.
that's all you can set up over here. That's all you have to do. This is all your personal settings you have to do. And this is the slug, and you can change the slug if you want. So let's just say
So
I'm just
slug
gonna
is
make
basically what appears in the URL, right? For example,
yes.
rtcamp.com/ whatever your slug is.
Yes,
Nice.
that's for it. And here you can see your upcoming and ongoing meetings as well. So this is the link. You can copy it from here, and this is one with the, like, the durations. If you want a specific duration, that I just want to share the one with the 30 minutes or a 1 hour.
Hmm.
But overall, this
Nice.
is the one you basically use. So the link has been copied, and let me just open it up in a new. Nope, sorry, didn't want it to do that. I wanted to open in a, what happened, new cognito window altogether. Let's see. So this is what it looks like. So it takes up my username and my image from a user thingy and everything, powered by Frappe appointment. Now a person can select you want a 30 minutes meeting or a 60 minutes meeting. So if I go here, it's going to show the meeting slots for me, that 10, 10, 30, 11, like whatever. Like my time was till 8. So from 10 to 8, it's going to show me meetings.
Hmm.
And here is the, you want to change the time zone here. Like if I'm trying to book the meeting, I want to see it in my time zone and stuff. I can
Mm-hmm.
change this, or I want to see it 24 hours. This is like the end user, like somebody who's trying to
Book a meeting with
schedule,
you. Hmm.
yeah, like how they want to see it. And as you can see, after 21, the it's all grayed out because I selected that, at the most 30 days you should be allowed, 30 days kind of a thing. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
after 21 there is no open slots. And one more thing I would like to show. So on 26th, you will see there are no slots. Why? Because on 26th, I had applied for a leave and it has been approved. So on 26th, I'm on leave. So there are no open slots for 26th. It's not grayed out, but it just tells you that, yeah, there are no open slots um, for this day, basically. So let's just go ahead and try to schedule a meeting. Let's just say on Monday, let's do at 5. I want a meeting. Who wants a meeting? Let's just say Casey wants a meeting. I just use this. And I can add guests as well. So I can add people over here. Like if there are more than one people, like more than one person trying to schedule a meeting and everything. Scheduling a meeting. Okay, so it has been scheduled. The direct link is also available here. And let's just say you want to reschedule the meeting right away, you can do that. But overall, the meeting has been scheduled. And if I go back again, so the 5 o'clock slot is gone. It is already booked. And if I
Mm-hmm.
go back to, where was I? I was here, right? All right. So if I go back here and yeah, so here you can see the meeting is over here with like who's attending the meeting and the meet link and everything. So this has been scheduled for me. This is my calendar. And for the attendee, I can show you here. There should be an email. Come on. All right. So there is an email that, hey, meeting invitation and stuff over here. So I can, it gives you ICS file. You can add it to your calendar and you're good to go. So
Yeah.
this is how the personal meeting stuff will work for you.
Awesome.
Yep. So
So
cool
there was
stuff.
just one question from my
Yeah.
side. So can
Go
we
ahead.
define vacation period? For example, suppose I'm not available from let's say 27th of uh, March to 29th of March. 3 days I'm on leave or I don't want any meetings. So can I define that somehow?
So that is only currently synced with your leave application. So if you have a leave application and like that slots will not be available. So but
Mm-hmm.
we have not. There is no way to currently just put it like I'm away or stuff without the leave application.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that is something we can think about. That maybe like I do not want to.
Yeah, because what happens is suppose I'm going for Frappe build for 2 days, right? 3 days. I will not be on leave, but I won't be available for meetings. So maybe I can define. So cal.com and these guys allow this. You can have an off time or vacation time, right? That those will be
So
grayed out in the thing. Maybe a feature
yeah.
request from my side.
Yes, we can do that. So here, no, we do have this ignore all day event. So by
Hmm.
default, what we do is that we ignore all day events. Why? Because sometimes, like you said,
Hmm.
you are at some conference and stuff, but you
Hmm.
still do want to wish to attend few meetings.
Hmm.
So like even if you are in an all day event, it
Hmm.
will still allow to book the meetings. What you can do is that you can uncheck it
Hmm.
that I do want to ignore all day events. So it will ignore your all day events. So if it is booked already in your calendar that, hey, for from this day to this day I'm not available, and you uncheck this, it will not allow booking on the full day events as well. So by default we
Hmm.
keep it checked, because usually, you know, if you're, even if it is a full day event, if you booked a calendar for the whole day, but you still want to be able to like have meetings and stuff.
Oh,
But
got
this
it.
is,
Got
yeah.
it. Got it. So in my Google Calendar, I can book all the 3 days and then check this. So it will be a workaround for the feature I asked, kind of.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Workaround, yes. Shivam, you want to add something?
Yeah, you can add an out of office calendar event for that.
Oh,
Oh yeah, on the Google Calendar.
nice.
So
Thanks,
because
Shivam.
it is synced with the Google Calendar as well, so that will work. So this is how, and even the rescheduling is something that is also possible. You can have your rescheduling link is here. So what you can do is you can send the reschedule link directly from here,
Mm-hmm.
or the this email template, you can put a rescheduling this thing over here, that, you know, hey, if you in future if you want to reschedule this meeting, you can put it over here. So email did not go out because the email is not configured on the staging right now, but yeah, the emails does go out, so you can put your rescheduling link as well onto your email template. Alrighty, so this is about the personal meeting setup and all those kind of things. And also this thing you saw over here, this is wait a second, the banner over here, this
Mm-hmm.
is something you can change from your user. Like, we used existing, Frappe has this, in your user setting we have this banner where you can, you know, change the
Mm,
banner itself. So it uses that
nice.
banner for this one, so you can set up whatever you want the banner part.
So
And
where is this
let's,
designation coming from? Project manager.
designation is coming from the employee. So if employee exists and there is a designation, so it takes that from the employee, not from the user does not have a employee, sorry, your designation, this thing. So it takes the these both these things, your designation and your company, from the employee.
Okay, got it. So you'll get
Yes, from
extra
the
features if you have ERPNext and Frappe HR installed.
yes,
Nice.
yes, you do. So that's about the personal meeting. I'll quickly show you the what, the group meeting. Yes. So for that, again, your Google Calendar setup and everything, and even your availability calendar, it uses the same availability slots and everything, even for your group meetings. That you know, your availability is this and everything. So if you go to, for that you will have to go to the appointment group list. So for example, let me just create a new appointment group. Let's just close this. Let's just call. I'm just gonna call it a lead follow up. All right. So event creator can be whosoever want to choose. Me, event organizer. Again, it can be any, the user basically,
Mm-hmm.
and the members, like who will be the part of this group, like who will be doing the lead follow up meetings and everything. You can have multiple groups and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
let's just, in this case, it is me and Shivam. And let's just say one more person I can add. Let's just say Z. Okay. And one of them has to be mandatory. So let's
Mm-hmm.
just say I am the one who's mandatory in this thing, because what it does is that the people who are not mandatory, it will sort of ignore their availability. That it's like a what do we call it? Like, not required people in the meeting, but
Mm-hmm.
this is the mandatory person, so they will look at the person who's mandatory for their slots and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
how long is this meeting is going to be, you can define here, like let's just say 45 minutes. All right, doesn't want to take that, I'm just gonna say 1 hour. And again, the minimum buffer time between the meetings, and notice period, event availability window, again, like for how many days you want it to be available. And the meet link, again, you can define your meet links over here. It has to be Zoom or a Google Meet. And
Nice.
again, all these
Email
things.
template. Mm-hmm.
And availability alert is something else. And webhook, so it has an ability to have your own webhooks as well. So if you want, like, you know, use this appointment group in a different way, you can use a webhook, or you can link it with a doc type. So in this case, we are doing it for lead. I'm going to just link it to the lead. So that's all. This is the only setup you have to do. I'm going to save this. So this is done.
Hmm.
Now, if I go to, let's go to the lead list. Let's see if we have any leads here. Okay, we have alert. Let me just create a new one for testing and stuff. I'm gonna call it not Kanchan. Uh, Whatever. Could not find a better word. Anyways, so this is our lead. Not getting into these details. Could not find status lead. What? Sorry. Why? All right. So this is our lead, and
Mm-hmm.
what you will see is that you will find. Just refresh it. Why two buttons? Should not be the case. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So appointment. You can schedule a meeting from here.
Hmm.
So this is the appointment group, and this is the event title. You can change your event title, and to whom you are sending it. You can do that as well. So and
If
where
Go ahead, Shivam. You want to say something?
if you have an email added in the lead itself, it will autofill the email. So
mm, okay. Shivam, I'm looking for a direct link. We usually have a direct link as well. So copy appointment link.
you have to enter, paste the to field. You have to enter
Ready?
the email address.
Okay, I'm sorry. Going anywhere.
Yeah, two.
Okay. Let's say, what was the name of this person? Let's just do this. Okay, so yeah. So either you send an email, you define your email template over here and everything. Like you can write a message that if you personalize message over here and from whom it is coming, you can send that and all the message over here. Or what we saw earlier was the direct link as well. So I'm gonna discard this, copy the appointment link. Again,
Mm-hmm.
I can go in and ignore this window and so it will go with the like it will tell like where this appointment has to be scheduled and everything. So lead follow up and everything else. So it's gonna I selected 5 days, so it is just showing me like for the 5 days. So let's just say on Thursday, let's schedule this for 3 p.m., maybe
Mm-hmm.
5 p.m. and schedule this meeting. All right. So this is done. So now if I go back to my lead as well, let me just refresh it once. Of course, it will show up in my calendar, 5
Mm-hmm.
to 6. It will schedule over here. It will show up in Shivam's calendar. It will show up in Zeal's calendar, irrespective of if they have availability or not, but it will still
Mm-hmm.
show up because my availability into account.
Makes
But a
sense.
group meeting has been set up for all of us, basically.
Nice.
Yes. So if
So
you go
suppose
into the
there are, so I am thinking about the use case of this. So suppose there are three people in a sales team, right? They usually go on uh, all three or all maybe two people, right? One is
yeah, yeah.
shadowing the um, business account manager or something, and then they two want to have a call with the lead. In that case, they can create a group and they can share a link, right? That okay, only so when you mark both of this mandatory, only when both of these are available, then only let them schedule a link, right?
Yes, yes, only then, yeah. So it's for in our scenario, we have used it a lot for the interview scheduling, like I said, right? So in an
Mm-hmm.
interview panel, you have multiple
Hmm.
people, and
Makes
then
sense.
for
Mm-hmm.
each job opening, there are different panelists. Like for let's just say if it is a like a developer role, an engineer role, so you need a different set of people. If it is specifically just for React or maybe a project manager, so the panelists are all different.
Mm-hmm.
So we already create like those kind of appointment groups and everything, and define people who all are mandatory for these meetings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we use it, and this is something new. We will be exploring it for the CRM part as well. Let's see how it goes with the CRM stuff also.
Mm-hmm.
So it sends out an email to the person, and also in event is also added to your calendar and stuff.
Nice.
So So yeah, so this is how you do the personal meetings and the group meetings.
Awesome. So there is a question in the
Yes.
chat. Nova Gold asks, "Hi, quick question. Is there a feature to view the meeting invites acceptance or denial status in the app interface after creating an appointment?"
After creating an appointment, no, we currently do not have that within within ERP thingy. That is something
Mm-hmm.
you can see on your Google Calendar, right? That who all accepted the meeting and who all did not accept the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we do not have that yet here in like within. That can be a feature request maybe, but
Yeah,
yeah, it does not tell who
I'll
all
share the
accepted the
GitHub link
meeting.
in the chat for feature requests.
Yes, yes, you can do that. Cool. So that's all from my side from the from the functional perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Shivam is gonna take a little deeper dive into technical parts of it because it requires certain configurations and stuff like that, which Shivam will be able to help you with and showcase those things.
Awesome.
Shivam, you can go ahead.
Shivam, just
Let me
give
just,
me a few seconds. I'll just
okay.
set up your screen.
Uh, should I start sharing my screen?
Yeah, go ahead, share your screen. Okay, 1 second. Okay, cool. Your screen is ready to go. Yep, we can start you.
Okay. So we will start by setting up Frappe first. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be using our own Frappe manager to set up Frappe site on my
Mm-hmm.
local host. So I will just go ahead and open a terminal. I will start.
Can you
Uh,
zoom in a bit?
okay, 1 minute.
Yep.
1 second. Uh, I don't know how to how
Uh,
is
so try Control or Command plus.
none of them works.
Command plus doesn't work. Yeah, it's
Yes.
working. Okay,
Okay.
nice.
So I will just go ahead and FM create suppose AP test appointment test.
Mm-hmm.
It will create 1 minute. I will create AP test too.
Nice. Because you have already tested once. So this
Yeah.
is test two. Nice.
It will just take 1 or 2 minutes. So bear with
Cool.
me.
So by the way, for those who want context, Frappe Manager is a tool built by rtCamp. It's basically a CLI which is based on Docker, and it spins up benches and sites, right, that you can, and it also brings in some cool pieces. So do check that out. Search for Frappe Dash Manager. Cool. While this is setting up, I'll just grab the link to the GitHub so people who are following along. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Plus, I would like to add that it has a mail hook inbuilt and add minor as well. So these are very useful features. So by the way, it is set up now. So I will quickly go to my Chrome and check it up. AP test.
Okay, 1 second. Just give me 1 second. There has been a blunder on the. Okay, 1 second. Okay, this will be a better setup, I guess, because. Hmm. Yep, go ahead, Shivam.
Okay. So you can see my site is set up, but before going on, I would like to do one more configuration. Kisi, can you currently see that? 1 second. It's my laptop lagging. So currently it is hosted on aptest2.localhost, but I would like it to host on my localhost itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because uh, Google Cloud doesn't allow this in the redirect URI or
Mm-hmm.
origins. I would have to host it on localhost. So give me just 2 minutes. I will just
Okay.
update it. So I will go to Frappe sites AP test 2. I will add localhost to the virtual host.
Mm-hmm.
So that will do it. FMG start AP test 2.
Cool. It's basically restarting the Docker stack.
Yes.
Nice.
So I will open a shell within the Docker container. Here it is.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now, if I see cd into sites, I'll have to just do one more thing. ln-s aptest 2.localhost to localhost. So it will just create one more this folder with localhost with symlink to this one, so that we can
Mm-hmm.
open it on localhost as well. 1 minute. I think something is wrong.
Hmm.
I think I will have to stop and start.
Oh, I think the
And restart.
restart is for bench restart.
Yeah, engine did
Hmm.
restarted.
Hmm. 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 Got it. Cool.
It's taking time.
And here is the link. Nice.
It's taking time. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we now have our mm,
Set up
Frappe
on localhost. Nice.
localhost as well as on aptest2.localhost. So I have on both. So one thing I can use it for is logging in via admin on this one and logging in on a user on this one. So that's
Cool.
something you can do for testing. So I will just go ahead and uh, administrator admin set it up. So okay. So as you can see, we just have Frappe framework version 15.37.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can install Frappe appointment on it.
Cool.
So for that, I will go ahead and open a shell. Now I will go to Frappe appointment wiki. So you can, sorry, under the system setup, you can um, see the steps. So I will just do bench get app.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't use SSH, so I will use the HTTPS one.
So in the meantime, I saw the front end, right? What have you used for the front end?
It's built on React.
Nice. And what is the UI? Do you have you used any design library like a UI library, or have you built it from scratch?
I think we have used Sad Shein. Kanchan can confirm it more because I haven't developed the front end. There's one more
Mm-hmm.
team member. So I will now go ahead and install the app.
So we're always having this debate, Hussein,
Hmm.
about between React and Frappe UI. So we're always torn between the two.
So recently, the Timeless team, right? They built a Frappe UI for React and in a hackathon. I'll share.
Oh, that's fun.
I have never talked it at Build with Hussein before, but let me just say Frappe UI React. Let me just share that. Okay, here it is. Mm, yep, kitchen sink. This is, here you go. I'll share it in the YouTube chat. Okay, cool.
Okay. So now we have Frappe appointment installed.
Hmm.
I will go ahead and confirm once that we have doc types related to Frappe appointment. Yes, they are all there. I will just confirm custom fields. So yes, all of them are from Frappe appointments. So now we will start with setting up Google Cloud.
Google
So for
settings.
that,
Hmm.
we will go to Google settings and we'll have to put client ID and client secret here. So I will
Hmm.
just open a Google Cloud console, cloud.google console.cloud.google.com,
Hmm.
and I will give me a second. I will create a new project. Hmm, okay, I will select it. Now, first thing you will have to do is to set up the consent screen. So
Hmm.
app name, I will wait appointment, Frappe appointments, FX. Uh,
Cool. So
use
this can be
supporting.
done just once, right? For the company,
Yeah,
you can show, okay,
yeah,
you are
it has
logging
to
in or authorizing this app for accessing so and so. This is the consent screen,
yeah,
right?
This has to done by the admin only once.
Mm-hmm.
So we can make it
Mm-hmm.
internal so that we don't have to go through the verification thing.
Approval process. Got it.
Yeah. Then contact information, I can put my email. Oh, 1 second. Okay. So I will now create an auth client.
Mm-hmm.
Application type will be web application. I will name it again Frappe appointment. In the authorized JavaScript origin, I will add my localhost, and in the redirect URI, I will add this thing.
Hmm. So this is like frameworks callback for the auth.
Yeah, this is Frappe's default callback. It's in the frappe.integration.googlecalendar.type basically.
Nice.
Okay, so we have the client ID and client secret. I will go ahead and put it in Google settings
Mm-hmm.
and save it. But we have to do one more thing there.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go to data access. Before data access, I will have to go to search bar and I will search for calendar API.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, it has to be enabled, right? Each
Yeah,
each
yeah,
app
right.
kind of has to be enabled. Yeah, for the
So we
project.
just enable it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I will go back to my auth app. I will go to the data access tab
Mm-hmm.
and I will add a scope. So I will search for calendar. This one, auth/calendar. I will enable it and update. So now I will just save it and we are good to go from the Google Cloud perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just to confirm, I will go to Google Calendar and before doing that, I think okay, I had this restarted. So sometimes what happens that
Mm-hmm.
I install the app, but we don't restart. So our workers don't restart the workers that run in the background. So they throw an error. So it's
Mm-hmm.
better I restart after
Mm-hmm.
migrate. So now I will go to Google Calendar list, add a Google Calendar. Uh, Cal. Oh, okay. I think I should create a user also first. I will go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and add a user with my email. Not all profile needed. Okay, welcome email sent. I will go to localhost, mailhog.
Nice. So this is the extra pieces I was talking about
Yeah,
that come with Frappe Manager.
okay. So now I am a user, not with the admin. So I will just go ahead and create a Google Calendar. Add Google Calendar. Calendar name I will give it Shivam Cal.
So each
User.
employee has to do this separately to set up their individual calendars or link their
Yeah,
individual calendars to the Frappe system.
yeah, everyone has to set up their calendars. We can leave it this Google Calendar ID. If we leave it blank, it will use our default
Mm-hmm.
calendar. But we can also set it to suppose if you see, we can set up multiple calendars in our Google Calendar. So
Got it.
we
You
we
can give
can
it an
use,
ID.
yeah. If we go to settings, so we have an ID for each of these calendars, this calendar ID. So we can use it as well. I will
Mm-hmm.
just keep it my personal email. I will save it. I will go and authorize.
Nice.
Okay, you can see I am authorized. Okay, so now I will set up my availability,
Mm-hmm.
user appointment availability. Uh, Google Calendar that I just set up. Then in the appointment time slot for Monday, suppose I start at 10 in the morning and up to 6 in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly for Tuesday, suppose 10 to 18. On Wednesday, I will do it 2 to 18. Suppose I don't work on Thursday and I will only set up it for Friday. Friday, suppose 16 to 18. Okay.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and save. So this is it. I will also enable personal meetings. I can set up a slug. You have already seen that if
Mm-hmm.
the slug is already used, so it will suggest alternate slug. It will not
Mm-hmm.
allow that. In the meeting providers, we can select our custom link or Zoom or Google Meet. We cannot select Zoom yet because we
You
haven't
haven't set
configured.
up.
Yeah.
That is fine.
Uh, in the appointment, I will just add meet for 20 minutes. I will add a buffer time for 1 hour. Okay, I will go ahead and save. So it will not. It will say Zoom is not
Mm-hmm.
enabled. You cannot do this. So let me just do it. Google Meet once and see if everything is working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
So
It's working.
yes, so you can see currently there is no user image or
What does it say?
1 minute.
Oh, you might have to sync, I think.
Sync is not required.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
In Google events, Google Calendar events get synced into to
Hmm.
your
The
Frappe.
the
Yeah.
event doc type in Frappe. Thanks.
Hmm.
Cool. So that is not required for appointments.
Yeah, yeah, not
Mm,
required for appointments.
cool.
Something is wrong.
That is fine. Like we do
I
live
think that's okay.
debugging. We do
We
live
have seen
debugging.
this. Yeah.
Okay, I will go ahead and show you how we can set up mm, our photos. So I will just add my photo
Hmm.
in my user. Upload. Remember to not make it private.
Private.
User will not able to see it. In the setting, similarly, we can add our banner image. I will go to my device, banner one, upload.
So it's a default. I think it's a default field. So
So
we did
it
not add.
Hmm.
So
will
it
be
is.
like this.
Hmm.
Mm, let me
So
just
since this
log.
one is not, it does not have Frappe HR, so it does not tell us about his
Hmm.
designation, about his company, nothing, just the name of the person.
So I was expecting code now. So maybe this gives us a hint that now we will get to look at the code.
Yes.
Yes.
Shivam, you can show the good part.
The build part actually, right? The use
Good
part is
part,
not there.
yes.
And like how it is built. So Intercontento says hi from Mexico City. Hello.
I will go ahead and use FM code
Mm-hmm.
and set up a debugger as well. Yeah. FM code AP test 2. I will have to do it from outside the
Mm-hmm.
container. Okay.
Cool.
Mm,
In the
so at the
meantime,
time,
you can zoom in a bit. I'm also trying to read the error trace back here.
I will just go back to this file and
Yeah,
set up a date. So we'll start it with this itself.
yeah.
Mm, search. So it is in the doc type. Let
You are debugging, you can like kind of tell us a little bit about,
Yeah.
what uh, behind the scenes, the code and everything, what you used, where, and, the API, the stuff, like all those kind of stuff as well.
So when we started Frappe appointment, so as Kanchan told you that we have been using it since 1.5 year, but at that time we only had one
Mm-hmm.
appointment group doc
Mm-hmm.
type
Mm-hmm.
because we only use this internally for scheduling interviews. So
Mm-hmm.
every logic that we wrote at that time is in the appointment group dot py itself. So
Okay.
it has get time slots for days. These are the functions that we are using,
Mm-hmm.
and for personal meetings we just extended the group this appointment group functions only.
Mm-hmm.
So if I show you something,
I think
if
user
I
appointment. Mm-hmm.
personal meet,
Okay.
so when we open the front end, so this API is called to get the slot,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the API which is used to book time slot. So if you see, there is a function create dummy appointment group.
Mm-hmm.
So what it does is that
Mm-hmm.
when someone tries to schedule a personal meeting, it creates a appointment group for him with just him as a member. So this is
Hmm. So basically, you're reusing everything that group has just by creating a dummy group for that single user. Neat trick.
don't insert it, but we use it for the
Mm-hmm.
scheduling thing. So I will
Got
go
it.
back to that file appointment group,
Mm-hmm.
and we will go to line 96. Uh, 96. 96. No, it should not be.
So it's appointment type slot.py. Okay. Yep. Let's see.
Google Calendar object. Let me see what is going on here.
This is from Frappe.
Yeah, this is from Frappe. So this should not throw an error. I think I must have done some setup wrong because I have done the setup many times yesterday.
This is fine. We'll get it working. That's the fun part, right? Like,
Yeah,
if
I will,
everything goes as planned, right, then it's no longer fun. It's boring then. I usually look for these pieces where, okay, how something went wrong. How do we go about
uh,
it? Cool.
so this is also a good part of Frappe
Manager.
Manager. We
Mm-hmm.
can set up a debugger.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So it automatically uses the
So
VS Code ka debugger, I think.
shit.
Right. Okay, now we have hit the debugger, I guess.
Uh,
Mm.
Not yet. Yeah.
No.
So
Nice.
let me see what is there.
Shivam Cal.
Okay. Google Calendar is there.
Kanchan, do you still code or?
Not really. I still do, the reports and stuff. I still do that part, but
Mm-hmm.
the hardcore coding and stuff, it's kind of lost there now. But I still love looking at the code and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also with given the fact that I've been looking at the code for so many years, so
Mm-hmm.
it becomes very easy for me to pinpoint like very quickly that if something is going wrong, so like, and I can just
Mm-hmm.
pinpoint, yeah, that probably from here something is going wrong. So like just the ability to read the code and even the errors and stuff. So that comes in handy often.
That's still there. Nice.
Single
Yeah.
code
Once a
here.
developer, always a developer.
Yes.
So Devarshi is here. Hey Devarshi
Hooray.
in the chat. Nice. Yeah, we were talking about you at the start of the stream. Before the stream started.
Okay, it broke here.
Yep.
So it is not able to find my Google Calendar. How is it possible? Okay. Let me just raise an error here. Not found.
Hey, Ananyo Brata. Welcome.
I will go ahead and Google. 1 minute. Remove the breakpoint.
Ananyo is also
Mm-hmm.
from rtCamp.
Oh, nice.
So Ananyo is the one who built the Slack connector. The
Oh, interesting.
yeah,
I've
the
seen that.
leave application.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys are fully leveraging the
Oh,
Frappe stack.
mistake here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the mistake here?
Uh,
I have to.
typo.
Yeah, I'm
So
so
you
sorry.
wanted rtCam, but okay, got it.
Yeah,
So I think because it's internal, uh,
yeah, right.
yeah, you can't authorize a
Because I'm
external one.
authorized with me and I didn't have access to someone's Google Calendar who has
Hmm.
this
Hmm,
email.
hmm, 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 hmm. Got it, got it. Even
Okay.
I thought for once, it came to my mind, but I thought, okay, maybe he is doing
Oh,
in his personal account. That was my
okay.
thought.
So now you can see the uh,
Yeah, breakpoint probably. No, it's gone. Nice.
slots are visible. So just go
Awesome.
ahead. I will create a meeting for 10:30 on 24th with Zondoy, and I will put my personal email address.
Cool. Good morning, Pi technician. Cool.
Okay.
So everything works.
Yeah. So if I see my calendar, yeah, it is here.
Nice.
Uh,
Awesome. So everything
I
works. Hmm.
uh, I have put it in the user itself wrong.
Yeah, the user you created, you did not create it with rtCamp, you created it with gmail.com.
I will. I can't even change it.
It's
Hmm.
fine. You can though, but it's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
You
it's
can
fine.
change it.
Someone must have gone and invite.
Oh. You
Hmm.
can cancel the event. That's fine, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So now
So if
I will try.
you can have a call with the guy and then ask, okay,
Okay.
you have the same name, I have the same name, right? Okay, let's have a
Yeah.
chat.
So I will go ahead and reschedule it.
Hmm.
Uh, it was for 24th. I will go ahead and reschedule it for 25th. Mm, 25th, 10 a.m.
Cool. Good morning, Tushar Patel. Tushar says, hey, developers. Hey,
Okay. So it has been rescheduled. As you can see here also, it has
hmm.
been moved.
Moved
Yeah.
25th. Nice.
Okay. So now, uh, what I will show you is uh, we will confirm one more thing that on the 25th, I can now see slots starting from 1 minute. Okay. Uh, I think is it because I don't. I will just go ahead and create a new user just to be sure that nothing
Hmm.
goes wrong.
Yeah, it's fine. Live user testing, right?
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's just because of your ID again, because
Yeah.
you did not use rtCamp. So
Yeah.
that's but we saw it before, like when I was showcasing. So
Hmm.
it kind of
Yeah, it
skips
worked.
that.
So
Yeah, it
it is fine. We
skips
can
that.
directly jump to the more technical part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Shivam, I think you can like just the Zoom setting. That how
Yeah,
do
I will
you
now go ahead with the. Uh, what?
the Zoom integration and even like Hussein, would you like to see the code base and just understand like the
Yeah, maybe the
APIs and stuff?
audience wants to see how actually like
Yeah,
um so we usually I start at hooks.py and show okay this is what we are hooking into and this like what we are leveraging. So some part we
cool.
already saw that you are using the calendar and Google integration from the framework itself.
Mhm.
So that is nice.
Shivam, I think we can dive into the code. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll
Now,
work.
before
You know that.
we would like to show how we can set up Zoom.
Cool.
Yeah, Zoom integration we can
So we
focus.
have to go to appointment settings.
Okay. So I think this doc type comes from Frappe
No, this
appointment.
is the word of type. Yes. So here, before Zoom setting, we also have something called default email template. So see if
Mm-hmm.
you create a user appointment availability.
Mm-hmm.
So when you create an availability, so if you go to personal meeting, so there is one default email template
Mm-hmm.
that is like already there. So if you want to override this for all of your like company, so I can
Mm-hmm.
go to that appointment settings. uh, okay, and I can change it. So if you want to add some customizations like rtCamp,
Mm-hmm.
our url. mm, So what happens is if I add it here, since this is exported via fixture, so it will get overwritten on next migrate.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have to do is to create a duplicate.
Mm-hmm.
I will change the subject. I will add the name. What name it was earlier? Appointment schedule. Okay. So I will just save it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I go to my appointment settings, if I change the default template,
Mm-hmm.
now when a user goes to his user appointment availability, so by default he will see this email template.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
This is something we have done.
Yep.
Then setting up Zoom. For that, um, give me a minute. So we will have to again go to the appointment settings,
Yep. Enable Zoom.
enable Zoom. There are three things that we have to put it. For this, since I cannot use rtCamp's Zoom credentials, so I will just go ahead. I have one domain, so I will use it. Mm, 1 minute. So we'll go to marketplace.zoom.us. Then sign in.
Oh, you can't have a Zoom account kind of in Gmail.
No, actually, this is one-time process. This is only to be done by the admin.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone in the company can use their Zoom,
Okay, so okay,
just
Zoom
like we
also
did.
provides kind of like okay, you are the admin and for your domain
Yeah,
rtcamp.com. Got it.
right. Just like we did setup for Google, it's
Mm-hmm.
just a one-time setup. So we'll go to marketplace.zoom.us. We'll click on develop,
Mm-hmm.
build app, and server-to-server auth app. I will name it again appointment, Frappe appointment. Mm, there are the credentials already, so I can just hit copy and paste them there.
Be sure to delete these credentials
Yeah, secret
after
is
the
you cannot see the secret
yeah,
already.
it is fine.
Yeah,
But Google already like now people
I will.
have your Google
Yeah,
platform
I will.
test
So
keys.
uh, we can add a short description. This okay, I have something already. Company name is rtCamp. Developer me. This okay. We don't need this, so we
Mm-hmm.
can. So we don't need this as well. In the scopes,
Mm-hmm.
so we have to add some scopes there. So I will go ahead, go back to my our wiki.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a section on Zoom setup here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have these six scopes that we have to add. Sorry, I will have to click on add scope and do it there.
Got it. So I will, in the meantime, share the link to the wiki.
Okay, so I have selected the six scopes. I will continue, and we just have to activate our app. So this is done. I will also go ahead and where did I? Yes, I will save this. Okay, so now we have our Zoom settings enabled.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to do anything else to use Zooms now. So I will go back to my user appointment availability. Okay, I will go back to localhost to log in with that user that I just created. He doesn't have uh, desk access, so I will update it. Which one it is? This is. I will make it sales user, suppose. Okay. Uh, okay, this time it will work fine. User appointment availability. Okay. User it fine. It's fine. I will add time slots. Uh, Let me just add only one. I will enable personal meetings. Slug. I will set to Shivam is not available, so I will add Shivam Sani. Then I will go to meeting provider and select Zoom. We'll also add one quick meeting duration. Oh, okay. I'll have to authorize. I will hide. Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
had
the
to
other
go.
one.
It is now authorized. I will save it. Copy appointment link. I will go ahead and schedule a meeting for 24th, 11 a.m.
Nice. I can see the Zoom
Yeah.
icon on the left side.
What is this?
Mhm.
Bear with me for 1 second. I'll just check something.
So the link is already there. That what
There.
link it would create. It won't show the link from here.
Link will be generated after I schedule a meeting. Okay. Something. Oh, why it is again? This. No,
It's again Gmail.
no. This is
No,
for.
this is 14 minutes ago.
Hmm.
Here it is. Oh, okay. One thing. Sorry again, setup issues.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go to Google Calendar. Shivam's original calendar. So here you can
Mm-hmm.
see this Zoom's user
Zoom user
email.
email.
But since I used my personal workspace for Zoom, so I'll
Mm-hmm.
have to use its email address because Zoom cannot create meetings with this,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I will have go ahead and use that one for which I created the Zoom account.
Hmm.
Uh,
Got
Now
it.
I go ahead. It is John. So make sure if you don't want to use the same email ID for your Zoom user, you can change it from here in the Google Calendar itself. So now you can see the Zoom link is created. I will also check on the calendar. So I had scheduled it for 11:30. You can see here's the Zoom link.
Nice.
And I also go to my Zoom account. Um, where, where will I see my account? Meetings. So you can see the upcoming meeting that we just created 10:30 to 11:45. Now if
Mm-hmm.
I go ahead and reschedule this one on 24th itself to suppose 6 in the evening,
Oh, even Zoom meeting will get rescheduled, right?
it will be rescheduled both in the Google Calendar. Uh, I can I will just refresh it. Okay, so it moved here to 6
Mm-hmm.
p.m. and
Mm-hmm.
also in the Zoom, it moved to 6 to 6:15.
Nice.
This is something. So I think we now have everything set up, so we can go ahead and do whatever we want. We can use appointment groups.
Mm-hmm.
From,
So yeah, I think already like Kanchan covered groups
Yeah.
yeah,
in detail.
that's something has covered everything to set
Nice.
So
apart.
Shivam, you want to see the code?
Yeah, why not?
Shivam is hiding his code. He does not want to show the soup.
No.
This is literally like, I'm gonna
So
tell you about my code.
Nice. So doc
let's.
types we already saw. So like why don't you open up hooks.py file where we can
Yeah,
start there. I think that's the uh thing, my favorite piece from our Flap applications.
yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
it's fine, right? I ask you questions and then you
Yeah, sure.
walk me through it. Will that work? Okay. So this website route rules. Okay, this schedule is basically the front end, I'm guessing,
Yeah, right.
right? Okay, so it's like the React app and you are r- setting up the routes. It's usually like what we have done in other apps as well for Frappe
Yeah,
UI and
correct.
whatnot. Correct.
Correct.
But I want to see where does that routing happen? So for example, the slug we provide, right?
And that
One
happens in the
second.
front end.
Oh,
So I
that's
don't
also in the front end?
much idea. Yes, I think it is in the root.tsx. You can see
Oh, slash
for
in.
personal meetings. This is for group meetings.
Okay, slash in is for individual.
Yeah, individual group.
Mm-hmm. So what if I want to change
Uh,
this slash in?
you'll have
It's
to
not.
uh,
Oh, we have to
uh,
change the code. It's not
the code.
configurable. I was thinking it is
This is not configured
basically.
yet.
So what you could do is like in the backend you can route a redirect that is configurable and then it redirects to slash in slash this thing.
We can have a
Hmm.
discussion about that.
Yep, that is fine. So I got it. Like, so the routing happens in front end in the React app. Nice. So you
So
have
then we have
customized.
some
Yeah.
JS that we have included. We have some
Mm-hmm.
hooks regarding after migrate, before install, and after sync. So
After
let
sync. What is an after
what
sync hook? Because I have
let
never used it personally.
so if you see, we export our custom fields using fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
So we had one field, that's 1 second. I will show you in detail. This is tasks.
Mm-hmm.
So we had one field regarding leave application that stores the Google Calendar event ID in the leave application doc type
Mm-hmm.
for creating out of office events.
Mm-hmm.
So when we used it in fixtures, what was happening is, suppose someone is trying to install it on fresh Frappe without ERPNext,
Mm-hmm.
so the fixture syncing was failing.
Makes sense because it will any case run, right?
Yeah.
And try to
So
find this doc type.
uh, after
Mm.
sync, we have this task. It calls this function that we see if we have ERPNext and HRMS installed, and if yes, we imports this custom field, as we don't.
We don't. Nice.
Yeah. So this is something to make it work without ERPNext and HRMS as well.
This is a good tip for the general audience as well. So since Frappe is dynamic in the sense that okay, you have access to the apps. What are the apps installed, right? You can just check. And
Yes.
you can check just okay, does the doc type exist, right? And then you can just have your logic.
I will tell you one more thing, that we
Mm-hmm.
have one more
Mm-hmm.
this import doc.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to that one, there was also one more issue. So we have a form 2 related to Google Calendar, but since Google Calendar is Frappe's doc type,
Mm-hmm.
so we had to export it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we first used fixtures again.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are doing it using fixture, so what was happening? It has a name something like form2.json. So
Mm-hmm.
when it was syncing, so Frappe first tried to sync form2.json, and then it used to sync customfield.json. So
Hmm.
because of that, there was an error for link validation
Mm-hmm.
as links to those custom fields, and that were, so since the custom fields haven't been synced yet, so we were getting issues. So we
Hmm.
have moved also to after sync hook.
Makes sense. Cool.
Then we have some doc type JS.
This is for those buttons.
Yeah,
And nice.
fixtures, and then we have overridden some classes. So first event, we have overridden the event class. I will go ahead and see what we have done. So before insert it, this one is used to create Zoom meetings.
Mm-hmm.
As if we have set the Google meeting provider Google Meet, we don't have to do anything. We just have to set this is to one, this to one, because Frappe has already handled this part.
Hmm.
If in Google,
Makes sense. So you are basically overriding the controller class of the original event doc type.
yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
Then custom, we don't have to do anything. So we link is already there. We just have to add in the description.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is something to update mm, the users that will be going to join the meeting.
Mm-hmm. So why
Okay.
not doc events and why overriding the whole class?
Okay. So first thing that we did it earlier when we created it just for us.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, we had to like override also some functions, not only just hooks.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I show you, this is not. Uh, mm, I will just go ahead and open the
Original
this.
event. Yeah, fine.
So let me see what is there. So this sync communication function is there already. So we had to
Mm.
update this one as well.
Oh, so you wanted, got it, got
Yeah,
it, got it.
for a better for more control over the event
Mm-hmm.
class, we had
Makes
overridden
sense.
it.
Yeah, you are inheriting basically. from the event, and then you're overriding whatever is necessary and extending. Cool.
Right. So this part was for appointment group. So
Mm-hmm.
when uses will have when we schedule using appointment group, and this one is for personal meetings.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Then this is the same. This is all same. Then this is the same thing that I show you earlier to create a uh,
Individual group.
dummy appointment group.
Mm-hmm.
Then nothing there after insert. Before save. mm, Before save, if we have the value changed for start zone, we updates it in the Zoom as well.
Oh, this is the reschedule part.
Yeah, this is the reschedule part.
Oh, okay. So you have encapsulated it in the event itself. That okay,
Yeah.
whenever reschedule changing.
So even if you like, if you go to event here, uh, apps less event. Okay, I cannot see it here, but I think I can see it like this.
Maybe go to
What?
calendar view. No, so it should show in list first.
Oh, okay. So this is this the same event? It is for. I will go ahead and switch to. Yeah, this is the one we just created.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this one. So even if I reschedule it from where was I? Even if I change the date from here, suppose I
Okay, nice.
20 to 21, no, 2015,
Mm-hmm.
it will still update in our Google Calendar and as well as in the Zoom. So
Oh,
see,
nice.
it
Ah, it
moved here
moved.
and again here
Nice.
it moved.
I like this part. So you basically encapsulated in the event itself, and now whoever from the outside, right, whenever they are rescheduling, you're just changing the time in event.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again, there is a
Send
this
an
thing is
email.
to send
Mm-hmm.
email with an ICS file. Nothing much. On Thresh, we deletes the Zoom meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this is 1 minute. What is this for? Okay, this is not written by me. This is just something to
Basically, this is as far as I can tell,
event
you
participate.
see the timeline right in the form. I
Yeah,
think it
yeah.
attaches that email to
This
that timeline of that particular reference doc tab and doc name if that is there.
right.
Yeah, it's for group one, Shivam, like where we show the email link and also the Google Meet link goes into the
Yeah,
directly to the like
yeah, I got it. I got it. It's
Mm-hmm.
the reference.
getting the communication doc type.
Yep.
Right. So then this is a function to get recipient event. Okay. What this does is mm,
Oh, if it's a group availability, it's checking. I can see an if condition on line 220. Hmm.
okay, yeah. It is just to send the email template mail.
Mm-hmm.
So what it does is sends the mail to the third party users, not our users. So like
Hmm.
if I am from rtCamp, so it will not send email to me, but to the third party user.
Yeah, so what we wanted, especially with the job applicants, what was happening that the same event was going to the job applicant as well and to
Mm-hmm.
the panelist as well. So it was
Mm-hmm.
exposing the panelist to the job applicant. So we didn't
Oh.
want it that. So we didn't
Mm-hmm.
want it to expose the panelist. Sometimes we don't want to do that because they might just reach out to you and it's exposing your email address and everything. So we send out two different ones. So the
Mm-hmm.
one which goes to the candidate or external party, it's different without
Mm-hmm.
exposing the full panelist list. So that is the reason that we had to separate it out a bit.
Nice. So yeah, I think now we can jump to the front end.
Front end part.
Yes.
Uh, uh,
So
I
front end we
want.
can go in package.json. I understand you have not done the front end for this,
Yeah.
but
Wait.
open up
Oh,
package.json and we can see. Okay, Radix UI. Nice. CMDK, Motion, React. Oh, Frappe React SDK. That's what I wanted to check what you are using for
Yes.
talking to the Frappe backend
Yeah,
yeah.
we use.
from the commit
Yeah. Use.
company. Awesome.
Yes.
Yet another app in the wild using Frappe React SDK. Awesome. And then you are using Tailwind, Zod. Yeah, makes sense. Awesome. So yeah, it's like whoever now wants one more reference of how to use the React SDK and with let's say you are using can you expand the components folder? Let me just confirm one thing. Uh, collapse again. So is there a shard CN file? Components.json. Yep. See. Uh, below git ignore.
Yeah.
Yes, you are using shard CN. Nice. So yeah, this answers a lot of questions. So if anybody wants a reference on how to use ShartCN plus React SDK and then talk to the Frappe backend, right? Build apps like this, you have one more reference now. Thanks for making it open source.
We have like bunch of
Mhm,
other apps.
mhm,
Most of them are open source, and
mhm,
one there is one more which heavily uses ShadCN as our
mhm,
project management app. So it's pretty cool and everything. We are just trying to get rid of the RTCamp specific code from it, and we're
mhm.
gonna make it open source pretty
That
soon.
would be great.
So
And then you can come
that.
again to launch it live on Build with us, right?
Oh, that would be great. We should definitely do that.
Yep.
So it has been
Mhm,
heavily used in our
mhm,
like everyday use. So we use
mhm,
it for timesheet entries to project management to everything to
mhm.
resource management. So it's pretty cool. I'm not going to reveal much about it, but it's an
So
amazing
has
app.
it replaced
So
your what did you use before it for the project
Ever.
we
management?
ever are used to use ever are, so it replaced ever are for us
Ever are?
completely.
Haven't heard of it.
Oh, it's pretty. It is popular too for the time entries and stuff and everything, the
Mhm,
reporting and those kind of things.
mhm,
So yeah, so the we've called it Next PMS basically. So
mhm.
we are just working on how to like just make it open source as soon as possible, and we can actually have a launch. So we have an idea for the next build with
Yep.
yourself already.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So like at Articam, lots of cool stuff we keep doing, like let's
Mhm,
build that, everything. And we just like, like I said, we
mhm,
are just trying to get rid of all the external platforms, like the
mhm.
SaaS platforms, just get rid of it and build everything on Frappe and ERPNext completely. So that we are just not like at just one source, everything at one source. So
Awesome.
that's our goal. That's what we've been
And
doing
you are
so
also
far.
giving back to the community via this apps, right?
Yes, we are so vocal about open source just because we come from the WordPress background as well, so
Mhm,
we hardcore believe in giving back and open
mhm.
source and everything. It's yeah, it's in our
Nice, nice to see.
yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
So yeah, I
Sorry.
think let's wrap. Let me
Sure.
check if there are any questions in the chat. Does anybody has any questions? This is the time. Okay. So Miss Kartika asks how I can get the last day recording for Dubai bootcamp. Last day. So that Dubai bootcamp was just 3 days, so there is no fourth day. Uh, I have been asked this question more than once now, but yeah, maybe next time I do it again, that could be a 4 day training. Cool. I don't think we have any questions because you covered it very comprehensively, and we have the wiki as well, and we also get to see the code thanks to Shivam for taking us behind the scenes, and thanks Kanchan for showing us how to set things up and everything.
No worries at all. And it's
Cool.
available on a
Mhm.
marketplace as well. So on the Frappe marketplace, the app,
Is it
if somebody
published
wants
now
to.
or
Yes, it's published. It's published.
okay,
It's
let me
there.
just grab the link quickly. Frappecloud.com/marketplace appointment. Yep, Frappe appointment.
Mhm.
2 installs. And after this stream, maybe it will go up. It will go up
Hope.
because it seems like a very useful application that any business would need, right? They want
Yeah.
to automate this part of personal scheduling as well as maybe group scheduling. So yeah, do raise GitHub issues and feature requests if you find them.
Yes.
And I will also try to set it up probably tomorrow on our instance. Let's see how it goes.
Cool. Yeah, because I think
Mhm. Mhm.
um, I have been told that you
Mhm.
guys wanted to use it at Frappe as well, like for the
Mhm.
meetings and stuff and
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah. I
So
think some of us use cal.com from the sales team.
yeah.
Usually developers, I have a cal.com link, so that will transition to this now. But yeah,
Yes.
let's see. Awesome. Thanks again, Kanchan Shivam, for joining in. Uh,
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Hussein, for having us here. It was a very nice experience. Loved it, actually.
that's
So,
great.
yeah. So, and stay tuned. Lots of cool stuff coming up, and we'll bug you again. So, that's a
Yeah,
good idea.
anytime.
Let's
You
have
you
another.
guys are welcome anytime on the show.
Yes.
Thank you for such an
All right.
awesome show, Hussein.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much,
Shivam.
guys. Thank you. Good night, then.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
learned
Go
from
ahead,
your
Shivam.
video.
Thanks. Glad. Glad it
Oh,
helped
yes.
and like, yeah. Yeah, you
our
can say.
onboarding for the new associates starts with build with Susan. Like just go and watch these videos, right? And self onboard yourself, and it has definitely helped all of them. So
Glad. That's has been the goal with those videos all along that okay, somehow like people build more and more apps, right? Uh, so yeah,
yeah,
can see the effect now. Awesome.
cool.
Glad. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Have
Bye
a
bye.
nice
Bye
rest of the
everyone.
day.
Bye.
Bye.